your team shouldn't even show up. What you want to be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position. Just know your spot. Sure, don't stop.
All right, Coach, it is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Let's go, let's go! Set, blue ladies! That's it. We gotta get the ball. Three. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 27, Mariota. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DeAndre Hopkins, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need?
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
65. Hey, exit. 56. I got you.
I'm coming for you, son. Mike's 56.
Six.
Defense.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight down. There you go. Check 15. Check.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 38, Garoppolo. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got this.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, QB, come on. Check 20.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. One. Screen. 3. Flare. Mike 6. Mike, smoke. I got you.
First down, Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 43.
To throw is Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
The Steelers have first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Take four.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
11. Lock. Hey, Haywood. I got you. Mike 37. Let's go one more.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On second down, here's Mixon. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Mariota. And he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's checking.
Hey, gun.
Crash. Showing up.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here we go. Wait,
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
11. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 56.
I got you.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on, was the key for the quarterback. Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion, got the job done for a first down.
11. Hey, Charlie. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, gun.
Watch the twist.
And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike. I got you. Here we go. And we're going 37's the Mike.
Garoppolo on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check. Hey, gun. 1, Omaha. Hey, Zoo.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Garoppolo. And he completes it to Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run on first down. Taylor. The Steeler first down on the pickup.
But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance.
Here we go. 180.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
21. Hey, orbit. I got this.
Mike 54. Watch the flag.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
21.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. $12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go. Check motion. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Three. Hey, check Mike.
Final play of the half here. Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check.
Rush in. 21. Here we go. X3. 218. Chop it.
Here's Taylor. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Shoot. Undercross.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, motion backfield, motion backfield.
Now Joe Mixon. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
White. 2.
54. Smooth. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 26. Under 10.
12, fellas. Here we go.
10.
11. Hey, gun.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 28-yard line.
We got 4. We got 4. Kill. Hey,
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And the Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun to give to Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, Mixon. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Mixon. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Mixon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with one there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 6!
Mike's 54! Mike's 54!
Hey, gun! Hey, Hunt!
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A well-executed 22-yard gain. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
I got this. 56.
On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Nixon will try the right side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll field this at the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's our field. It's our field.
Lock!
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Hey, gun.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Shift. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Watch the safety creep. 13. 11. Bravo.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Here we go.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Watch the eye.
11. Go.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go.